In this lecture, we'll create a workflow in n8n that would read our emails and prepare them from our Supabase database. So let's go to our n8n workflow and add a webhook trigger. We'll keep it as it is, just change this to post. The immediate response will be changed to respond to webhook in just a minute. So we have our trigger. Now let's go to Supabase, read many or get many rows from the table called emails and limit it to 5 of them, right? We're gonna try this out quickly by running it through our Postman. I'm just gonna replace this particular one. And there we go. We got our data from the database sitting here with 2 items. Now, if we put a ChatGPT call here, it means it will iterate 2 times and then do 2 ChatGPT calls. In order to merge these 2 items into one, we have a node called aggregate. So we put the aggregate, pull all items, put them all in one item. This way, it basically creates all of the data into one item. You can see here it had 2 items, and then here now it has 1 item. It iterates and then it puts all of those emails into one big object that we can use now to use an AI agent node in order to aggregate them and clean them up and so on. I'm gonna define a prompt here. And since I have this aggregate data, I'll just drag and drop that. And in here, you can see that there is this little issue with reading objects, all of the objects. I think this is something that n8n folks can fix, but until then, let's put this JSON.stringify with parentheses around this data. Then you should see the entire JSON as it is right here. Okay, the prompt will be something that we already did, and it works and it's tested. So let's go bring that prompt. It was, I think, an example. Yep, this one was working fine, but you can work on your prompt however you wish. So I'm gonna put this prompt, save it, run this thing, and then there's a problem here. Let's find out what is the problem. Okay, the problem is that we don't have a model. We need to put a model here. That would be the OpenAI model that we already configured in the previous lectures. And now it's running. And if I trigger this workflow one more time, I will see that it's running, perfect. And it generates a response that will go to Samantha in the next lecture. But for right now, let's respond it back to a so-called respond webhook. We need to do some more change here, that in the next lecture. Let's just keep it like that and go to webhook and respond to webhook like this. Test it, and then I'll do a full-fledged recap from head to toe. Okay, so now everything is moving fine, and I get this thing. So let's do a quick recap what we have done. I created an endpoint that is accessible through this webhook. This is a webhook of a type post. It has a property called respond, but it responds to a webhook, which is this one. So basically, when the request comes to this webhook, it's going to hold it until all of these steps are done. Then it will respond to the requester. This requester for now is Postman. In the next lecture, it will be Vapi. And then it gets all the items from Supabase, merges them into one item, and then sends that one item to ChatGPT to summarize, and then gets the summary, sends it back to the Postman request. That's basically everything we needed to do in order to read the emails, the last 5 emails. There can be a lot more to be done, like the last 5 emails from where? From the top, from the bottom, sorting in ascending, descending order. Filters like read the emails from a particular label, read the emails from a particular person, and so on. But since this is just an educational content, I just want to spark how to do this particular workflow. Let's go to the next lecture and connect this workflow with Vapi.